Hey y'all, what's good? Hi, it's me. A time. It's been a time. Y'all, let me get close. First and foremost, very much blessed to be here. Very much miracle that I'm still alive. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you saw I fell down the motherfucking stairs. And it was terrible. And I had some scabs, but I picked at them, of course. And my dad gave me some shea butter to put on them, but like part of my scalp is still like missing or whatever. And then like the pieces up here in the front, like the concrete, like it's too much friction, and like my hair got like cut off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm alive. I'm good. I'm happy that it ended up that way because I hit my head really bad. And we caught it on our security camera or whatever, and it was very much unfortunate to watch because you saw me, you know what I'm saying? Like you saw me getting ready to fall. Like it was horrible. And then it kind of happened in slow motion. And I'm so glad that I'm so glad my man took good care of me. He came and we cleaned me up and everything. Like so lucky to have him. Yeah, we had to cut my clothes off and shit because like I was wearing, I had to like, because I couldn't because my elbow is all fucked up too, see? And then my knee is also fucked up, and then this is also fucked up. And so anyway, he took care of me, and he made me rinse my wounds and dress them, everything, like the best. And so now it's been a whole week since then, and my scabs are already like I'm already better, except I have bruises on my body and like scratches on my back and stuff, but that's all like minor shit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like that's not like death. And I don't know, I'm just lucky I didn't get a concussion. I literally came out of this situation pretty much unscathed, so blessed. Today though, we are talking about something else. Today we're talking about it's just another like little BPD borderline situation for me personally. One of the biggest symptoms was that I am like what's the word? Impulsive and also sexually irresponsible. So I had a boyfriend. Let's see. So after I got assaulted in 2017, I didn't take time to heal, of course, and I just jumped into another relationship with somebody else like 5 months later, and it was okay. We dated. It was cool. Like we dated for a couple years, and then I cheated on him, and then all that stuff happened in the other video that I posted. But I was being sexually irresponsible, and I don't even really know how this happened. Like the first couple that I like ever did anything with was separate from like, okay, so I wanted to have threesomes and I wanted to be like a unicorn or whatever, but my partner at the time was not into that. He was very vanilla in my opinion. I wanted something different, and I didn't tell him that because I didn't want to risk not having like a stable future, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a job, and I can't even justify it. I'm not even gonna try to justify cheating, but I wanted something different. So I found this app and I put my info on it, and like couples would like find me or whatever. It's like Tinder, but for like threesomes, you know what I mean? But I'm getting ahead of myself. We have to rewind. The first interaction I had with a couple, I didn't even really know like that's what they wanted to do. Like a coworker of mine and I went out and we went to a club, and there were these girls down there and they were cute or whatever. We was dancing and and they had a section, so they brought us back, and we hung out, and then we all got into a car. We left with them. It was like a whole crew, like a girl and her man, and then like another girl and her man, I think maybe. Anyway, we left and we went to a strip club, and it was cool, but like the person I was with was like, it was interesting. Her choices were choices. And so it ended up to where like she wanted to go home, and so I didn't want to go home yet, and so I wanted to hang out with these people. Hung out with these people, ended up being with the couple or whatever, and we stopped by this other place to smoke, and then they were like, oh, like, do you want us to take you home, or do you want to come like hang out with us? And I was like, I hang out with y'all, it's not a problem. But in that time, like when we were going to smoke, her man was touching on me and touching on my ass or whatever, and I was like, does she know what he's doing? Like, what's the tea? And so anyway, we go back to their place, and I'm on my period, y'all, and I'm drunk and on my period. And the girl comes in, and while I'm peeing or whatever, and she's like getting in the shower, and she's like, do you want to join me? And I was like, I'm on my period, like, you know what I'm saying? And so it was just, and then they were like, we all climbed in the bed together, and they all we all cuddled or whatever. And I think, and then in the morning, I got freaked out. I was like, yo, I can't be here. And my phone was dead. I didn't have any more money because I spent it all that night before. And so I had to call my mom, and she came and got me. But it was a whole ordeal. So that was the first time I ever interacted with a couple like that. But when I decided to actually like seek them out, I was telling you about the app and how I put my information on there, and then couples, like Tinder for couples, and threesomes and throuples or whatever. So the first couple that I actively like cheated on my boyfriend with, like the first time ever, they took me on a date. Y'all. They took me on a date. They took me on a date, and like we went to go eat food or whatever, and they paid for everything. Like I had to pay for nothing. And then we went to like Midtown or whatever, go to bars and drinking and dancing or whatever. And that was cool, and they paid for everything. And then on the way home, you know, things got a little spicy. And so we ended up like hooking up, all like having, that was my first threesome ever with them. And so we got back to the house, and it was cool, but it was like I couldn't sleep afterwards because I felt physically sick to my stomach because I was there cheating on my man. Like it's not cool. But that was my first actual interaction with a couple. And it's so funny because they were already calling me their girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like we went out, and this guy was kind of being an asshole or whatever, and he was confused. He was like, so what's the situation with y'all three? And we were like, well, we're together. What do you mean? And he was like, well, like, what do you mean? And she was like, and the girl was like this. And so she kissed me, and then she kissed her man, and then I kissed her man, and then I kissed her. And it was weird. But I think that was what he was trying to say. And it was like, we're a couple, like we're a throuple, like it's cool. And that was my first interaction. Y'all, I have a list. I have bodies, I'm not gonna lie. I have bodies. And I do keep tabs. I have a list. Like I said, names, first names, not full name. But some of the names I don't even know who they're talking about, like at all. I don't know who that is. Who's John? Anyway, should I tell you guys another story? Should I go through, where's my phone? Right here. Should I tell y'all another story about another couple? I'm trying to think, because I have a few. There are couples who like are doing it to save their marriages. Like it's so easy to see, like. And then there are men who are nasty and don't want to be open about what they want with their partner, or want to go behind the back and, you know, talk to me and try to be with me. Like I have a couple of those stories too. I'm trying to think though. Yeah, like this one couple, we didn't even meet in person. We just talked, we just texted and stuff, and he was talking to me behind her back. And so he was like, yeah, let's keep it a secret. And I was like, girl, I don't know if you know this, but this man is talking to me behind your back, like outside the group chat, like, and he is talking to me about doing shit, like, so you should definitely check him. And so I sent that to him, or to her, and she was like, thank you so much. And I was like, you're welcome, because fuck him, fuck that nigga. what the fuck? So it was just, what a time. This was my early 20s too. And that's why I didn't have no script or nothing, because I remember it all very vividly. I remember all of it. I just do have a list, and I can't remember who came after my first couple. And it was cool. Like, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool. Like, I'm not trying to like give details or whatever, because that's inappropriate. But, yeah, my first interaction with them, they took me on a whole date. And then we went back and did what we needed to do. And then I think I left the next morning, came back to my man. Ugh. I feel so awful that I even cheated, y'all. But it was like, I didn't know what I wanted. And I was sick, literally sick. My BPD, full swing, not medicated, not in school, trying to get a degree, like burnt out and mentally ill. That's not an excuse, obviously, but that was the case with me. So it was just one of those things. I'm trying to still decide if I want to tell you all another story. Because there was this one couple that, because sometimes it doesn't work out. Like, there are couples where I was like, oh, okay, this isn't working out for me. Like, I met this couple at a bar or whatever, and then we went back to their apartment, and I just played with their bunny. And we talked, and they were over far away from me, and I was over by their bunny, and nothing happened. And then I don't think I ever talked to them again. So sometimes it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always, because you do have to be compatible. Like, it's not just like, I don't think there's ever been a couple where like we just met and then fucked and then never like did anything ever again. Like, it's a courtship. Like, it's an actual courtship. Like, we have to get to know each other, because we're about to get intimate with each other, and y'all's marriage needs to be strong as fuck, because I'm not trying to be a homewrecker, even though there is a story about me being a homewrecker, yes. But it's not all my fault. We'll save it. But and then this other guy, oh my God, this other couple, we had a date too. They took me out to dinner, and then we came back to their apartment. I got them a little high. I got them high, and then we started to like, do what we do. And it's so interesting because afterwards, years later, afterwards, he texted me, and he was like, he sent me a message on Facebook or something. He was like, me and her are no longer together. Like, if you're interested, like, I would really like to, do it, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm cuffed up, sorry. I'm cuffed up. Men are they ruin everything, bro. Literally, they ruin everything. But that's all I want to tell y'all about threesomes today. They're very intricate, interesting relationships. Like, threesomes is more like a sexual term, and then like a throuple, like y'all are really like into each other. And I've had experiences with both, and none of them have worked out. So I don't know if that tells you, I'm not saying that it can't work out, because it can, but it has to be the right dynamic. It has to be equal, and it's almost impossible to be equal, especially with these niggas. Like, always trying to do something behind somebody's back. But I digress. It's an intricate relationship, and it's not something that should be played with or jumped into, or no. Threesomes are for fun, yes, and throuples are for relationships. So yeah, it can work out. It didn't work out for me. But it was fun. I had fun. I had lots of fun. Oh my God, there's just one couple. I'll save it. What else? Yeah, I did fall down the stairs, y'all, and my man had to cut my braids. Look, they're cut because they were too long, and they were scratching on my bruises and on my cuts and shit. So he had to look at this, bro. The concrete really did this to me. The concrete really took out a piece of my scalp. Look. Yo. And then it came, like, What is this? To be honest, I need to take these out, but I don't want to. All right, now. This is crazy. It was crazy. Flying down the stairs. Look at this shit. Look at it. Look at it. Fuck. Anyway, okay, I'm done. I'll hit y'all back with another video about my promiscuity. It's just one of those, that was a really big, I've got bodies, and it was a really big part of my life, a whole portion of my life after my assault. I think probably just trying to take my body back, but we'll talk about that another time. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all gonna see any more videos, you have suggestions, Q&A, I don't know. I'm just trying to see what we're doing. But yeah, it was cool talking. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, be careful and be safe. That's all I got to say. Bye.